Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Lil Trizzy and we back with another reaction video. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. If you still rocking with me and tuning in with me to this video, you're a real one. Yeah, we about to get it kicked off, but first, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you really rock with me, you would hit that ring bell down below so you can get these videos as soon as I post them and you're not late to the party like I always say. But let's tap into it, man. I'm really loving these reaction videos, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are fun as hell to me. Like I said, we got another Steve Wilkos. We going crazy with the Steve Wilkos, man. We got more content coming, but we going crazy with the Steve Wilkos. Like I said, I see y'all loving the Steve Wilkos, and we back with another one. But this one is actually it's a little twist to it. You know, accused of a sex crime. You know, I think this one was called. It was something else, but it's apparently it's with two ladies. Apparently, it's a lady that is accused of a sex crime with a minor. I think I didn't see the preview, well, whatever it was called. But yeah, this is actually interesting because usually it's the man that's on the other side of the the screen, but now it's a woman and it involves two women. So this is going to be very interesting. So let's get into it because I know y'all don't want to hear me talk no longer. Let's get it.
With Jodine and her sons, which also happen to be my godsons. I have a very close relationship with Jodine and her sons, which also happen to be my godsons. My godson was exhibiting some behaviors, and I took him for a weekend just to see what was going on and how he was doing. And I asked him how his day in school was. He said that it was okay, and I said, why are you having some difficulties and behaviors and stuff like that? Like, why are you hurting? And then he told me that another classmate was touching his no-no spot in school. And then I asked, were any grown-ups, and he says, not in school. And I said, at home? And he was kind of quiet. And that's when it came out that Bonnie was the one who had molested him. So I said, was it like how we would help you dry after a bath with a towel? And he says, no, she took me out of the tub and touched my no-no spot. 2 days later, I took him home after our weekend together, and I sat with Jodine and told Jodine what had happened. My godson was not...
Like I see it, bro. It's good to always believe your kid over any adult, but at the same time, kids do just be kids and just be saying stuff sometimes, bro. And I feel like she was just simply drying them off, Some ladies, some women just, they just don't be paying attention. It's just regular mom stuff, she was drying them off, dry his private parts, but not in a way to try to sexually assault him. But yeah, like I said, I hate calling it before. I'm gonna wait till they get to the stage before I call this one again. You know what I'm saying? I didn't learn my lesson.
In the room at the time, because I wanted to tell her without him there. So then we called him downstairs and we showed him some pictures of the family, and he pointed to Bonnie, and that's when he said, Aunt Bonnie touched me. I felt sick. I felt disgusted that Bonnie could touch a child. Bonnie is white trash with a history of statutory rape in the past, and she was charged with raping a boy. It was in the papers. It makes me think that she would do anything like this to anybody, including her nephew. Bonnie has the drug history.
Okay, that's why I'm glad we didn't call it. Like I said, Bonnie. Whoa. So she's already been accused of this in the past. She has a record of the history of this. Bonnie. And I see you got them dentures in too, Lord. What's going on? Like I said, I'm gonna wait till we get to the stage, but it ain't looking too good for Bonnie. If you got a history like that,
criminal history and a history of rape, she needs to go back with the criminals where she belongs.
She is just out to get my sister's kids because she can't have her own kids, and it's just accusation. She's out to ruin my life.
Why would she want to ruin your life?
Because she don't like Jodine's side of the family. I never met this woman. I never talked to this woman. And she's coming out with all these accusations and everything about me.
Do you believe that your nephew said this?
No, I do not. I think she planted it in my nephew's head.
So you say that you didn't touch your nephew.
I never touched my
in any
nephew.
sexually inappropriate way.
Never.
You're alone with your nephew?
I was never alone with him. I was with him.
This is hard to call. This is hard to call. I think
And other children.
she got a history, so I don't know.
And when your nephew sees you now,
Just because somebody got a history of it doesn't mean that it's always them that'll double back and do that again. But you have a history of it, so it's like, man.
how does he react?
He wants to see me. He misses me.
Have you ever been accused of sex with a minor in the past?
Yes, I have. But I was never convicted of it. I was convicted of endangering the welfare of a child.
Wow.
So, in 2005, you were charged with statutory rape, right?
Yes.
Third degree rape and endangering the welfare of a child.
Yes.
What happened?
I had sex with a 16-year-old.
And how old were you?
32. 32 or 35.
Well, 32 or 35.
Right.
It's the women too. It's the women too. It's the women too. Not just the men. Might not be as many, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of them out there too who haven't been exposed. It's the women out, bro. Hey, whether y'all want to believe it or not, women are pedophiles. Just as, you know what I'm saying? There's some out there just like there's men out there, bro. I know the men be getting caught a lot more, but I've seen a couple women, a good handful of women get caught too. So there's definitely some out there.
Why? Can you explain why you had sex with a 6-year-old boy?
Because I was told he was 21.
Oh, okay. So somebody said that
Yes.
he was 21.
Yes.
And yet no time were you suspicious?
No.
Like he's got his high school jacket on?
Nope. I didn't know that. You can't have your own.
So you believe that Bonnie molested the little boy?
I believe my godson, and that's what he told me.
What exactly did he say that Bonnie did?
He said, first of all, when it was done, it was a different that was said when this original story came
But
out.
first he said there was somebody at school, right?
Yes, first it happened at school, a thing, and then it went in because his behaviors were very, very similar because of...
Like I said, kids just be saying stuff sometimes, you know, they don't really know yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's so hard to tell, because like they just said, he said it started at school first, and then he said it was his aunt that touched him. Ooh, I feel like this might have a twist and turn at the end. So I'm going against the grain. Y'all might not even like it, but I'm gonna go with Lady in the Blue did not do it. And I'm gonna stick with that, bro. I'm gonna not change my answer, bro. I'm gonna be 100% authentic with it. I'm not change my answer. I don't pre-watch these videos. I'm gonna go with the lady did do it, bro. I'm feeling like, man, dang, I don't want to be wrong, bro. I hope I'm not wrong.
My past with my education, my history, my certificates, all this stuff, I know what I'm looking for, okay? And I wasn't even looking for anything. A radar went off, a gut went off. He's peeing the bed, he's wetting the floor, he's having temper tantrums.
He's a kid, bro. He's literally a kid. I did literally everything you just said as a kid growing up. Yes, I peed in the bed. I peed on the floor. I threw temper tantrums. I was a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was a kid. Like, and at the same time, a kid's just not gonna pee in the bed because somebody touched their private parts. Like, it doesn't make them pee in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Kids gonna get mad because you probably irritated him. You probably didn't give him what he wanted at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Not just no random temper tantrum. You know what I'm saying? Not because like kids not just constantly thinking about this person touched me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like.
He's hitting his mother. He's calling his mother names.
And I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of, bro, it's kids that ain't nothing happened to them. They just white. Kids, I've seen, bro, you gotta look at, bro, you gotta think of what type of family you come from too. I see it all the time. Don't mean them kids got molested, but come on, man. I'm hitting my mother because somebody touched me. Like, I'm throwing temper tantrums. I'm peeing in the bed because somebody touched. It's, nah, bro. Like,
He's calling his father names.
So that's got something to do with me?
No, it has to do with the fact that those are behaviors of a child being sexually abused.
So how did it go from a kid at school to Aunt Bonnie?
What happened is that this is where I actually
goodness.
said the word grown-ups. And when I said the word grown-ups, that's when, and then I said, did anything happen at home? And I said, Mommy, no. Daddy, no. Then I mentioned and that's when he says, she did it. And I said, what did she do? She goes, she got me out of the tub and touched my no-no spot. That was it. It wasn't even Bonnie in the beginning.
I don't believe that, bro. So the kid just said she got me out of the tub and then she touched my pride. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe it, bro. Like I said, I believe she ain't do it. This just sounds like, bro, I'm not trying to sound racist on here, bro. So we just gonna continue to. I'm not.
came out later.
Thank
But
you.
if it took a child out of a bathtub, wouldn't they wipe the child and wipe their private
I
parts
asked him
dry?
that.
That's what I said. That's what I said, bro. I'm already knowing, bro. Come on. Come on.
I asked him.
But Steve, I never bathed these kids.
Wait,
Okay.
I asked him, was she drying you off like mommy or daddy would dry you off after you have a bath? And he says no.
Man, you was not asking him all this, bro. You was probably confusing him, bro. And then he a kid at the same time. He probably think he can. Bro, I'm already knowing. She didn't do it, bro. I could put
my no-no spot just like that. I even asked him.
After Heather told me about the situation, what was going on, about my sister touching my son, I had pulled all of the pictures down, and he kept calling Bonnie. Called Bonnie up, and I had said to her, well, this is what my son is saying. And she said, no, that ain't true, that ain't true. Everybody thinks that it was put into his head by Heather. It hurt me.
It really was, bro.
Down.
I feel like it was put in her
It really
head, bro.
bothered me, you know, knowing that that's my sister. And I didn't know what to do. Since I've heard this, I had not allowed Bonnie around my children. I have to take my son's word over anybody's word. I'm going to take my kid's word over anybody's word. Bonnie has a rape.
Bonnie looked like one of them, like the Grinch. Like them little Grinches that stole Christmas. Don't she look like a little rat?
Charge. And I don't know too much about that, you know, I was young. Heather had found out about the molestation on a Friday. She did not let me know until 2 days later. It really bothers me because she should have picked up a phone and called me the day that my son had told her. I mean, I love Heather and everything, but it's just, why didn't you tell me the day that he had told you, you know? If Heather is lying and I find out that she put that in my child's head, I probably would have to walk away from Heather. I guess there ain't no friendship anymore. And if Bonnie molested my son, I will be pressing charges against Bonnie.
I would say this. If one of my kids were somewhere and they confide into adult that they were molested, I would hope that person would tell me right away and not wait 2 days. I mean, you have your reason. I'm not saying you're completely wrong, but I'm just saying as a parent, I think you'd want to find that out right away and not wait a while, right?
Probably yes.
Yeah. All right. But you came here and took a lie detector test whether you're making this up.
Yes.
Heather, you came here and we asked you, did you in any way fabricate the story that your godson was sexually abused? You answered no. Did you in any way coach your godson to say he was sexually touched or abused? You answered no. The results came back the same to each of those two questions, and it came back that Heather told the truth.
Okay. Okay.
But that doesn't make you, you know, little kid person touching. Okay, so you came here, Bonnie, and you took a lie detector test.
Yes, I did.
And we asked you, did you at any time have any physical sexual contact with your nephew for sexual gratification? You answered no. Did you at any time sexually touch your nephew? You answered no. The results for your lie detector test came back that you told the truth.
Yeah! Thank you.
Remember,
Please don't ever talk bad about me in your life again. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hey. I told y'all she didn't do it. I told y'all sometimes little kids just be saying stuff, man. And for him to just, like I said, all his temper tantrums, his wet in the bed, that is literally just simple kid stuff. Like, as soon as I heard that, I knew it was over. Like, there was no real explanation of like why he was acting like. I was like, man, come on, bro. Like, where'd she read that up at about that? Like, what she say, she was an expert or a therapist or something? I knew it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. I was right, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take the dub on Steve Wilkos on this one. I think I'm 3-1. Yeah, we 3-1 on the Steve Wilkos for sure. But yeah, that's the end of this video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Y'all let me know if y'all was right. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you really rock with me, you hit that ring bell down below so you can get these videos as soon as I post them. And you're not late to the party like I always say. And yeah, until next time, man, I thank y'all for tuning in with me. It's your boy Lil Trizzy. Hey, peace.